I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the record, and if there's anyone on listening, show that all three commissioners are here, as well as our clerk, Christy Schultheis.
And there's the budget adjustment of the day.
Okay, would there be a motion to approve budget adjustment?
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, is there further discussion? Hearing none, Christy?
Chuck Myers?
Yes.
Bob Hoster?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Yes, budget adjustments have been approved.
Wait a minute, that's the way it's supposed to be? Yeah. No,
No,
there we go. One day off.
I told you, a hard week.
That was tough.
It was that parade of the 100.
That parade. That was quite something, I gotta say. That was something to see. Nobody got in a fight. The only thing that was the biggest commonality is everybody had, I think, Bud Light in the boats. There was a lot of Bud Light out there on that lake.
Michael will be bringing out the date for you to sign tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I heard back to the quality yesterday.
We didn't sign it before. Didn't that name look familiar? From a couple of years ago, didn't we do one there before? In Waseon and Fulton County?
I don't know if you can do it like multiple.
I don't see why you can't.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't, and I just,
I think as long as you income qualify.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. And Tri-County does a lot of work.
Yes, they do.
They
Yeah.
did, my son Aaron, his first house he bought here in town
Mhm.
on West Maumee, he used this program.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was young and he was poor, he worked for his dad, so he was even poorer. I said, try it, and they came in, they brought some things up to code, like some record stuff up to code, and a lot of things, and,
Just start out. It's hard to, pay for those stuff.
No, if you're income qualified, I think you should use it, because he's paying taxes now, you know, why not get some of that? That's your money.
mm-hmm.
And,
If they don't fix it, then
yeah,
it's land bank someday.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, yeah.
And that was it. It was a nice small house. It was fixed up his first project, learning how to remodel was the basement. We did the basement together, so I taught him how to do hang insulation, drywall, finish the drywall, and
Joe's new truck, Joe
stuff.
Stauffer, yeah. He's a sign guy then. Must be, yeah. I thought he was a sign guy.
When did they get that?
When did they get that?
That's too many.
I think that's just,
It's a while ago, wasn't it? Probably just not paying for it.
Might have been, we can look on the.
this isn't the whole truck.
No, this is, I think,
This is
just,
only the body,
I think we can look on a bill, see what it shows.
you know,
Oh, yeah,
because
April.
I looked at it and
Yeah, they had some plate, this is a while ago.
Crane Master body,
Finish install ready. Oh, maybe it is the whole thing. See, furnish and install, reading crane master body, 11-foot long, suitable for.
Well, I don't think that's the actual truck, is it? Who's that by? Who's the vendor?
K.E. Rose Company.
I think that was to outfit the truck.
Maybe that's the outfit. That's sure what it looks like, don't it?
It's got the crane and,
Yeah, all that stuff there. And here's what they did, furnish and install. The crane, no. All the hang-up signs.
Is that what it's used for?
Yeah, sign truck, yeah.
For the county?
Yep.
The engineer's office, right?
yep,
Did they have one before, is it replacing it, or is this all new for them, or what?
No, they're replaced, they've always had a sign truck, yeah.
Gotcha.
And usually the sign guy drives it home too, because they always did, I don't know if they still do, but
I don't know if they do or not.
I know when Kuhlman had it in Holgate, he drove it home. I don't know if Joe drives this one, I have to have Florida one. I don't see Joe very
Does
much.
he have the all the high water signs on there?
He might have, well, mostly what they drive him home for is if somebody runs over a stop sign in the middle of the night, so they can get one up right away. Because he's got to get up and go when the sheriff will call him.
Yeah, I don't know what, Tim will be here, we could ask him.
Is Tim coming?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Tim,
Been a work.
that's why we started a little bit later.
Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
Okay, well then,
Okay, would there be a motion to approve then and now?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, is there further discussion? Hearing none, proceed.
Jeff Myers?
Yes.
Bob Hoskett?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Yes, this resolution has been approved.
And then other resolution we have is July county travel for JSN.
Let me just check one thing. Make sure, yeah, there's that. Did somebody do the bills? Somebody must have done them already, the bills? The regular bills?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, they
I
were
had
done here.
them yesterday and finished this morning.
Okay. We're finished with that project.
I went through all there were 5 indigent defense, and I went through,
Okay.
they were all
Good, okay.
all correct.
Okay. What is the State of Ohio Search and Recovery Board?
There was a request from Governor DeWine that we put somebody on that.
Okay,
in case we lose the state government, we have somebody that will search and recover.
I'll make the motion.
Where did that?
Oh.
Yeah, you have that, did you look through that, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't sign it. Yes,
If you wanna-
Good.
Oh, they're down,
Do that one.
Huh?
You should be able to talk to that.
Gotta redo the first sheet.
Why?
oh, yeah.
Because you showed up and then you.
And what was the other item that we also?
Approve a decrease in salaries.
I know you said you read it yesterday.
I didn't look at all of it, I just seen it start at 9:30, I didn't look down through there.
You read the board part, I need to be here at 9.
9:30, yeah, I looked at the top part, I didn't look down there. This was good, yeah.
What do you mean?
Did you have Anna check?
No, I triple checked that. Worried me afterwards.
It can happen. When I left, it was being discussed. I said, before you send it, have Anna check the email addresses at the top and make sure. No press.
Yeah, you don't want that. That would have backfired on you guys.
Well, that would, yeah, and I think, and we've had times where we sent out, okay, corrections to the agenda, but,
I make sure.
Well, you guys worked hard last week, didn't you? Dreaming that crap up.
That was yesterday.
well, there's some other,
I searched your
there was some other stuff. Nick was here yesterday also. And so there was a number of other things.
Yeah.
I wanted you to look at it down there, and I'm like, I didn't miss something. I told Anna, I go, hey, maybe get an accident or something.
Well, I didn't look at it down there, I was driving home yesterday, so yeah.
Okay. It did, from what I saw on there, it looked like, well, travel
Yeah.
is down.
It's down, yeah.
Significantly for them, yes.
Yeah.
So would there be a motion to approve the out-of-county travel?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, so further discussion? Hearing none, Christie?
Jeff Myers?
Yes.
Bob Hosta?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Yes, this resolution is approved.
Search and recovery, huh?
I'm never gonna take a day off again.
Good morning.
I thought you'd like that.
Mr. How are we?
Good, pretty good.
You lost, none of the young guys around that you could send?
Sometimes you have to, go on your own.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how important this particular one is that.
Everything's important.
Yeah.
You know how to roll. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, and that puts us at the end of the agenda, except for item 10 o'clock. Do you have anything else, Christie?
No,
If you notice down for the Thursday meetings, there's 2 Zoom sessions.
I did
Are
see
you
that.
setting those up?
They're,
They're already done, you set them up? Okay. Find out, if you would find out from Christopher what we need to publish so that people can come in on the Zoom also.
Who is that, Alita Bonini?
It's apparently time to renew the bond at the hospital.
Yeah.
And she's an attorney for is it the bond company?
Shoemaker.
Okay.
Shoemaker, right here, for your reading pleasure.
Oh, okay.
And that's.
I'm not right on that.
We were going to send that by FedEx, because I know out on the lake that would have been.
I've been something to read, yeah.
Yeah, but we decided not to.
Well, wow, that'd have been about Wig Norman if they had sent that to me, and I said, I don't need that one.
Bob does most of our heavy, just for the record, he does most of our heavy reading.
Okay.
And gives us an executive summary, which is usually, if you wanna know, read it yourself.
Yeah, it'd be better. It'd be way better if you read it yourself.
10 or 15 minutes, you could cover that.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long. Take out all the repeated words and just look for the important.
So since we own the land,
The property, I think that's, yeah.
so we're part of it,
Yeah. And we did it when I first got in here. Were you here already when we did it?
No, it's been,
Okay.
it's been 10 years ago,
Yeah.
so it's, I do remember it, though.
Yeah.
And then we also, and since I've been commissioner, we also did that one for the Lutheran home.
Yeah, yes, we did, yep.
Okay. So you'll take care of that, Christie? And would you find out, because it should be set up where, if somebody comes in on video, they go into the waiting room, and then as the host, we'll see some kind of icon light up, and we can determine if they can come in or not.
Actually, there might be more of them on the OSU one, if they know they're gonna come in and update. I haven't heard anything yet, and I'm going to find out more. I think they're gonna make some final decisions this week at the fair, because, Josh is gonna do an interview Friday morning with me.
Okay? So you should have a few more.
Yeah, more details about it, yeah.
Yeah, along that same vein, talked with, Mark Harmon.
Okay.
For New Vision Farms.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's on the fair board or what, but he's pretty active with the fair. And I asked him, all I had time to ask him was how he felt it went. He thought, Putnam counties went very well.
Oh, yeah, but they had pretty much a full fair, didn't they, or it wasn't?
I don't think they did. I think it was mostly junior fair.
Junior fair, yeah.
Some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was coming home yesterday, and there's them guys in DuPont, that's the one that does our fair. And then there's another one down there on old 115, which is 16C in Henry County, where that hits Route 15 over there by Continental. There's always concessionaire, there's a concessionaire lives there, he's got a big parking lot, he's got a building, but a lot of stuff sets outside. All his rides are set up out in his parking lot, they're just sitting there. He's not out either any place, and I know he does carnivals and fairs too, no. I think a lot of them are out.
Andrew Carnahan called me yesterday. I still have to get back to him, so I called him this morning. Got sidetracked next door, which hasn't been too difficult to do here lately. So I will catch up with him, and then he's coming out.
Yeah, I see that, because he talked to me last Tuesday afternoon when I went home from here. I was waiting for my furnace guy to show up. Andrew called me, that took up a half hour.
Yeah, he's learned well.
Yeah. But
And this guy was at the courthouse.
Yeah?
See his pictures?
Oh, yeah, he showed me his pictures, yeah, he showed it to me, pretty neat.
Andrew called me Monday, just one of the tour,
Yeah.
so we went Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
Got me up in the tower. Did you see my picture?
It was in there, Andrew has a picture of him as he's going to look up, the branch that goes up to Lady Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
The highest point you can get there's a hand
Yeah.
right there, it's probably
Yeah.
about, I don't know, 2 foot by
Yeah. Yeah, you
inches, you can barely get your body through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It was,
So you could reach up and really touch Lady Justice
Yeah,
right there.
it was a perfect day, it was bright,
Yeah.
bright
Yeah.
and sunny, and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, very nice tour,
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah, you went higher than I did. I went to the clock. I didn't go up that last ladder that day.
nope, you can see how she's
Bored.
folded there, there's just a wooden stake that goes up through the center of it right there, and, that's the way they did it back then.
Yeah.
She's been able to save it.
Yeah,
Well, that's exactly what I told us. How, when you get up there, and it's tinny in there, I mean, you can feel it move. It moves. It's the top of our courthouse. It's kind of, you think, It's sat there a long time already for as loose as it is, so.
Yeah, we should have had somebody do a video, of going up in there, so we can make it available, because we just can't.
Yeah.
And even, you know, even now you can get under the steps, but we've been under, you know, Mark, the north steps and the west, we've been under there.
Yeah.
Because they were actually, was it 3 years ago, starting to collapse.
Is it like a little cavern under there?
So, yeah.
I always assumed that would be solid under there.
We did too. And,
Yeah, we thought it was, and then I think the maintenance people thought it was until all of a sudden they got in there, and then it was mushy under there. There was moisture getting through the steps and dripping under it. It's got no place to go. Yeah, it was a mess. How much did that cost us? $75,000 or more than that?
between $250 and $300.
Yeah, total, yeah.
Yeah, that was an emergency repair.
Yeah.
Because we had huge pieces of concrete, that were starting to sag.
Just saying down, yeah.
And, you know, where it used to be, where the doors are, where it used to be open, in the ceiling, that concrete that was up in there. So it was interesting to see inside, to see how poor of a job they did. They took some shortcuts.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were.
Nobody would ever see them.
Yeah.
Or their thinking was, so it was,
Yeah.
things were a little precarious.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Compared, you compare that to how Country View Haven was built, that was built like a fortress out there. And this one is good, yeah. Well, and then, what started it maybe was a year before that, or 2 years before that, I walked out one morning, this was before we had VIP, because it was after I signed bills upstairs, and there was water sitting there again, so I got Eric over there, I said, Eric, dig a hole here today. And he goes, well, how deep? And I said, dig down and find the tile, there's supposed to be a tile down here. So we've got, Hill, what's his name? Hill. Jerry Hillis. Got a backhoe in there. They started digging, and he found the tile. And they used these tile that ADS makes for leach fields, the ones with the big holes like that. That was the drainage tile down there. But the hole was upside down in the mud. And we couldn't figure out why the inside of the wall on that lower portion was always wet. But the water was soaking right through there.
Sandstone this thick.
Yeah. It would just soak clear through there and knock the paint off. And I said, you can't live that way. We gotta get rid of that water out there. So we dug out. And I said, well, look at it. We pulled the pipe up. It was upside down. So we put regular drainage. Now it won't paint.
It was one of those things that, it was kind of the contractor the GC was let up to their own devices, so there was, and then.
I don't think anybody would watch them, yeah.
No, and we freely admit that is a real weakness for us, if we had a county administrator, that would fall under them.
Yeah.
And so we kind of have to.
So I think that comes
figure
back.
out a better way, for example, the senior center, pushed real hard and said, you need to hire someone to be a go-between between the owners and the contractor. And that's where Rosebrook came in. But that still didn't prevent something.
Screwed up. There was still.
Forgot to put the barrier under the freezer.
Yeah.
And had to tear, after it was all done, everything done, had to tear the freezer out to replace it. Because they couldn't use the freezer. Health department wouldn't sign off on it.
Was something leaking under there, or did something?
There was something that led them to find out
that barrier was missing, something wasn't working right, yeah.
And the vapor barrier?
Yeah, I think that's
a
what it
vapor
was.
barrier or something, Did that come back?
Do you have anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay. Well, Did you get any input from residents, Henry County residents at Lake Norman that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
Huge Trump 2020 on
Yeah,
Storch's pontoon. It pretty cool.
We were on the pond. Well, when we get down there last week, Rick says there's gonna be a parade down there for Trump. And so I said, well, there's a guy out here on the road when I come in yesterday, and he's selling Trump hats and stuff out there. I said, maybe we can go up there and get ourselves geared up. So we drove over there, sure enough, and the guy was selling flags and stuff, and I think the guy's a little bit of a crook myself. He wouldn't take a credit card, he wouldn't take a check, he wanted cash only. I thought, yeah. And so anyhow, we bought a bunch of stuff, so we bought some flags.
Small bills.
Yeah, small bills, yeah. So we went back and then we dug up some PVC pipe and we set them up on the back of the pontoon. And it looked pretty neat. I had a good picture of it on here, but it looked pretty neat. And then we drove out around Lake Norman. I don't know if you've ever been to Lake Norman.
I've never been to Lake, is that where Tony Mark lives?
I think so.
Sam Hornish.
Or Amy does.
Amy does.
Yeah, Tony Hughes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they lived down there.
That's where,
Sam had a place at Hornish.
yeah, a lot of the NASCAR.
A lot of NASCAR
That's where Tony
people.
wanted to hang around, was down there. Yeah.
And so we drove out that night, around the lake with that. You should have seen the thumbs up we got.
Oh.
And so then the next day, then there was this parade. We drove down there, and Trump's got a golf course on that lake.
Oh.
And the parade was supposed to start there. Well, Duke Energy owns that, and they flooded a river. So there's a lot of peninsulas come out where the high ground was, and that's where people build on. Well, we got to the wrong side of the peninsula, and so we had to drive clear around about 5 miles to get around there. And when we got there, we were probably 2 miles from shore, and I said, holy crap, look up there. And it was just a line of boats on that shoreline waiting to take off. And then they started moving. While we were heading their way, they were heading our way, so we just kind of fell into line.
Sure.
I'd say probably around 2,000 boats.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a parade.
That's a parade, yeah.
Wow.
And it went on, because Rick was sitting, and he goes, I'm looking up there, and I'm looking back there, and I said, we're 2 miles from shore, and he said, I can see, it was probably about 7 miles long, parade.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, yeah, that was neat, that was neat to see. And, a lot of neat stuff, a lot of flags. That guy on the corner sold a lot of flags.
Say that's not,
Yeah, that was fun.
Yesterday, Jim Hill was here from Corsa.
Mm-hmm.
So he and Nick, he and Nick were chatting next door, going through some preliminary stuff. And they wanted a copy of our cybersecurity plan. And I said, I will send a letter to Corsa. I said, you can see it.
Yeah.
It cannot leave this building.
Yeah.
And it won't. Well, I said, it's a security document, and we handle it completely different.
Yeah.
We do not want it in the public domain, nor
No, I don't.
So, Jim, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
He was fine.
yeah.
He was fine.
He understood that, yeah.
Went to the senior center, found a couple power strips that are not certified as surge strips.
Okay.
So those need to be replaced, and there was one other thing, so that can be taken care of. And I asked Nick to go ahead and make arrangements. Oh, the standpipe has not been inspected since 17.
The what?
The standpipe for the fire system.
Oh.
We have SA Communal
Yeah.
come in and do all our other.
Yeah.
It opened in 17, it was signed off in 17, hasn't been. Nick told Jim that he felt, and I also mentioned it's strictly an oversight.
Yeah.
And so I asked Nick to get a hold of Eric and have Communal get in. I know they're gonna have to make an extra trip, but get it to where the rotation follows all our others.
Sure.
So when they come, they can hit
Yeah, but aren't
all.
they supposed to, that's part of the fire suppression system, and then,
Yeah.
So that's their problem if they have to make another trip, because they should have done it the first, right away, shouldn't they have?
That's a Communal did not install.
Oh, they did not?
No, it was another, it was a different company out of Toledo.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
oh.
it just needs to be gotten in our review.
With our river inspection, yeah.
Yeah. And that would come out of, senior center operating.
Yeah, right, oh, yeah, yeah.
Also, Thursday, planning on making the announcement rolling out the Henry County Small Business Relief
Okay,
Grant funding.
okay,
That's, Tracy talked with Hamler Village and Molina Village yesterday, or last night, and what he's going around is explaining what the program is, looking at, what we're trying to do is allow our grant side of the county to manage this whole federal grant stuff. Because
okay,
you both know that it's
yeah, it's in there.
on the best side.
Yeah,
But if you get your system down of, here's your paperwork
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, it's pretty simple to do. And we think we can best benefit, like the businesses in Hamler, the businesses in Molina by, we would administer the funds, give priority, to a Hamler business using the Village of Hamler's money.
share that,
And
yeah.
then, the county, and we're going to have probably plus or minus $200,000 of this first round of CARES money available for grants. And it's together. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But we're gonna
Something.
yeah, it's something. And it's pretty well, pretty self-explanatory. Take the time and really read the guidelines of what you can use it for. You need the mortgage payment, it has to be, you need the documentation. And, I think there's, the loans are the grant, and it's 100% grant available. 1,500, 2,500, and 5,000. So we'll see, and it's for businesses of 30 FTE employees or less with $1 million in sales or less. And then I've been talking to Hoops and trying to get them to encourage the legislative leadership to get rolling on this $850 million that they're still holding, that is supposed to be in the hands of the local government. And that would, my estimate, would put it at around 1.8 million coming to Henry County. And that could be used. There's some additional round two stuff that we would use to buy for the county, but the balance of it would be available to, again, for grants, and could go, and we would anticipate it opening up to even Campbell Soup.
Are they thinking of using some of that money for the schools? Because I read something about that.
They can't. That is not designated to go to the schools.
Okay, all right, well, I had read something and I wondered if they were gonna, because that'll eat it up fast, there won't be nothing left.
Well, yeah, there should be money, CARES money for schools.
Yeah.
Even our airport, got CARES money,
Yeah.
$30,000. I was talking to John and I last week. And, okay, it is after 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll
we better do
remember
this,
that. We do have, it is 10:04 a.m. We do have a bid opening for the 2020 Issue 2 lighting project. Tim?
Okay, yeah, this is our widening project. We have a few roads within here. There's some couple township roads and a county road that's in here. The estimate for the work that's proposed is $630,000. Have a couple bids that were submitted. This first one being from Henry Bergman. And there is a bid bond attached. And their bid amount is $630,936. $630,936.no. The second is from Gerken Paving. And there is a bond included. And their bid amount is $551,655.75. $551,655.75.
That's all the bids. Do you want to word this on Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay, so would there be a motion to table the bid award for this project until Thursday, July 9th at 9:15 a.m.? Does that work?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second?
Christie?
Seth Myers?
Yes.
Bob Foster?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Yes. This bid is tabled. Mr. Hill, we thought you would come back. Paul and I were disappointed. You and Laura went by pretty fast.
We did.
You could see I was working and there was no way we were stopping, was it?
Well, you were almost halfway done. It was fairly warm when we went by. You were hot.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't. There was a breeze.
Because you don't take it home.
Yeah,
He just,
Okay, because he all the water night, the signs get knocked down, don't
do
they?
the whole thing.
so he'll usually come in.
I got most of it.
I don't know if
That
he's
side that I was-
clear one at his house, just in case there's like something on the south side, but he'll come into the,
Okay, I knew he got called out at night, because we were already, been an accident there. We saw the bill come through,
the new sign.
putting everything on there.
Yeah.
Was that the sealer you were putting on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're breaking it up and really rough
that's,
definition.
big,
Yeah, you can see
gotta keep the signs right. Bad nothing there, all right.
Make sure that most of the old sealer was
How's,
on, I've never been
everything
satisfied
work
with
from
it. This is a
bridge,
different
anything?
brand.
I haven't heard anything lately.
So I wanted to try it again. I got
lawsuit.
No, I sent
Gallon,
Katie an email last week.
Try along the edge.
Then I text her back and
And
she
that's
said,
a gloss, but.
does that mean this is over? She was not really,
Same thing on the porch.
find out about
And the
it.
first time Abel was there.
So it'll go to the jury now, that's what we understand?
Well, I think ultimately it will, if they don't take the,
Bill,
yeah,
They notice that type of thing.
Yeah.
so,
But Ava doing kind of.
it's a process. A long
Yeah,
process.
long process, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm going to move on. Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Sure thing.
Okay. How's Ted? I haven't seen him.
Ted is doing well.
Good. Just remember, this is on the record.
Okay, well, Ted is doing well.
I just have not seen
Yeah. Come to my office a couple of times a day. He comes to see me.
him.
So, no, he's thinking about retirement now, at least in the near future, so we'll see. I don't know.
Is he doing his game?
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
He is.
Competition?
Competition,
Okay.
absolutely. He's going to the tournaments and still very active. He's very good at it. So.
Yeah, he is. Okay, Mark, thanks.
Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Mark.
We had something to ask you, Tim. Do you remember what?
If he drives the truck home, I already found out the answer.
The sign?
Sign truck.
Oh, yeah, the sign truck.
Yeah.
No, it stays at the shop. He'll, if he gets called out, he'll come in and pick it up. You know, a part of that's due to just in case he doesn't accept the call, we'll have to call somebody else out. That way that everybody has access to the vehicle, so.
Yeah, makes sense. I bet did we something else?
Something I can think of.
Yeah, I thought it was something came up yesterday. Probably, well, of course it wasn't anything. Bridge project's going all right.
Yeah, things are moving right along, so.
Other than that one rain, when the water came up,
Yeah,
it had a good construct. They were able to get started early.
yeah. Working on the piers, the columns are up, the pier sheets are coming in, so they're pouring a lot of concrete, so it's.
Oh, good. Will they be able to move to the other side this year, or is that?
The limitation is always, you know, when you can get in and out of the river.
Yeah.
So it's those dates that really, when they can pull out take out the stone and move it over to the other side.
So they're able to reuse the stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think they have to wash it in between, but.
I think you get the water out of the river.
I think that's what I heard I think that's in there, and I think that's what, when they did the Damascus Bridge,
Mhm.
I think it had to be washed in between.
Well, that would be very important, wouldn't it? Jeez.
Where? The stone?
Question, what about?
Any dirt?
Off the river, so they can put clean stone in and get more dirt on it from the same spot.
Is there something that says like they gotta get a certain percentage of the stone out, 95%, or, because if not, I get 100% of it out, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Is there something that says?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in there. I think they just have to get as much out, obviously to.
A good operator can tell pretty much where the bottom.
Yeah, because obviously the more they can get out and reuse, the less they have to.
I didn't know if there's regulation, they had to get a certain percentage of it back.
Don't be giving that idea to hire another supervisor to go down and look for it.
Yeah. Well, here, I'll put a muscle.
Yeah. Oh, man, there's muscles down there. Holy Toledo.
Everything else is going all right, and projects.
Yeah. Seems to be moving all right, so.
I haven't driven by there, literally, I have to drive by, swing around that way a couple
It's
times.
impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, they got the south side, I think the dirt's in on the south side, I think all that,
Yeah.
you can definitely see where the roadway's coming in.
Oh, yeah,
South
that I
side,
did
so.
see there, yeah, that's pretty neat, yeah.
How are, your Cold Cemetery, that area, there's soil nails in that area, isn't there?
Mhm.
How's that?
That seems to be holding up. I know down further, a few years ago, we had some undermining. We put some soil nails in front of a house right by 17.
Mm-hmm.
And like a couple years after, it was the river started to undermine, so we had to do some more work, and they came back in, and the same company came back in and patched it back up, so.
They put more nails in then, or they put concrete in front?
I think they had to put some more concrete,
Okay. Well, just gonna keep doing that. They turn Gherkins loose to go out there and get sand again, and it'd be well worth it, And I've told them that down, when we go to those meetings, dredge that river, you guys, dredge it. No, my God, we can't dredge that river. It's just gonna be a big sandbar.
Then when the EPA wants them to, the regulations pretty well
Yeah.
stopped them in the first place. It
Yeah.
was just, and
I don't know. That's a dumb thing.
when try to start managing an natural resource. We do nothing but end up.
Screwing it up. We should just keep digging the channel so that the water's got someplace to go. We clean our ditches that way.
Yeah.
You know, we always dip that out of there, but in the river, we aren't allowed to dip it out of there. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Ted.
Jeff, you got some light reading there, is that your homework?
You know, pass it off to the junior guy, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna read that real quick.
I have about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Executive summary.
Those are good, so.
All right, thanks.
All right, see ya.
Item 1, you don't want to read that.
Yeah. Does it say how much their bond is for yet? I mean, they must have a
About 10 million.
10
It
million.
started out, was it 10 million? I thought then you said 7.
Yeah, I think the last one was 10, and then this one,
They probably paid down 3 million,
probably.
and, yeah.
There's another 10 years left. She was trying to explain it all, and I go, you know, just,
That's why we're going.
I go, just, let's do a meeting.
Yeah, and I think that's why I want to make it available,
Yeah.
the Zoom to the
I was just
public.
wondering when you first schedule it, if you have to do that. There's a box, like when I do them, that you have to put waiting room or not waiting room, and you told me never to do waiting room.
Yeah, always check waiting room, always. 'Cause that was one of the security flaws. Because if you have waiting room unchecked, everybody can just come in. So you can get, why don't you get with Christopher?
Okay.
And if you've already sent a link out, you can send it out. And then a generic one, so you can put it on the agenda. But yeah, that was one of the security flaws is, especially after you have everybody in that you want in, then, it's time to close it off. 'Cause that's how these others have gotten by. They don't have that set in place.
Okay.
And we aren't using it, frequently where people pick up on, you know, we're doing something. I think that's everything I've got. Anything else, Christie?
Nope, I don't have any. Yeah.
No, sir.
Will there be a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay. Have a motion and a second, Christie?
Jeff Myers.
Yes.
Bob Hoffman.
Yes.